Oi. I is live. Boom, David made it. Hey, what's up? Chris, Chipper. Let's see if mine goes all wacky. Hey, Stuart. Yeah, all the deplorables are going to show up. And just because I was being a smart aleck on the other thing, I don't know. Not what I want to do. Oh, there it is. You got promoted, Chipper. And you're getting promoted, David. Hope y'all are okay with that. Oop, yeah. You're getting promoted to Backwood. I'm going to hit Chris up too. That should be enough. I just don't want to get like covered up because I'm not going to be able to do the follow the chat. There we go. That's enough for right now. Same rules apply. No foul language on the chat. No calling for revolution or decapitation or none of that stuff because they really do now. They put the whatever. She's on. She just hadn't signed in yet. Yeah, she's here. But anyway, they. First, I was thinking, oh man, that's cool. Now everybody can watch the stream, rewatch the stream, and then see what was going on in the chat. But now I'm like, wait, but now we can't like get on here and talk in the chat and everything just go away after the fact. So, which I think they were probably tracking it anyway. Hey, Leland. There's coffee for everybody that was worried. I took a bunch of notes on stuff to talk about, but I forgot to use a pen. Is Steve in here? Steve Foco, you in here? Because that was funny. That comment you made on my video. It was hurtful, but it was funny. I like that. Oh wait, I gotta text somebody. Y'all just talk. I promise I'm gonna text you. This is me showing off my super duper slow thumb skills. Okay. Because I didn't see him come in here yet. So, he's not in there, so I can text him here. So what y'all want to talk about? Oh. So, everybody shows up to my live streams to talk to my family. Which makes me feel wanted. Which means I have a cool family, right? That's what it means. Here we meet again, yes sir. Yeah. That's funny. Okay, I'm gonna quit reading the comments. Since I can go back and read them, I'll just turn the volume off and read the comments later. Um, yeah, I don't have 800 people jump on my live streams. Who I got? I got 21 people in here. That's actually a pretty good group for mine. Um, I promise to stay off the Second Amendment, though. I'll be good and not do all that again and get off on a squirrel hunt that makes me want to pull my hair out and stab people with a fork and stuff. So what do y'all think about that machete? Oh, pretty cool, huh? Now that they showed it, I can upload the video of me making it. It's
Okay, Leland. You say so.
what do you say?
I'm the most important family member.
Ah.
Chris McBee said very nice machete was.
Yeah.
And then Idaho said the machete was good. Elster, very full guest.
The machete and the knife were actually out of the same blade, the same saw blade. When I cut the machete or the saw blade down to make the machete, I was working on the machete. I looked over there and I saw the piece of metal laying there. I'm like, you know what? There's just enough there to do something with. So I did.
Justin Tom said he stopped by on his way to go do his live stream.
All right, Will. Thanks for stopping in, brother. Yeah, I could. I was having. It was impossible. I couldn't keep up with the live chat over there. I was like, I kept scrolling back up to see what somebody was LOLing about, and I'm like, then I would miss the next one, and then I just gave up. And then I started fighting with.
Brian Perkins says he needs one of them knives.
First, I'm gonna have to come up with a bootload of money. Y'all just let's do a without googling, no cheating. 28-inch hydraulic hacksaw blade. How much do you think one of those is going to set you back? You will be surprised. I was. There you go. That's why I just like, and that's the deal. I tell the first few people hi, and anybody else that jumps in, they're supposed to say hi back, step one. So, hey,
Sorry, I'm bringing you food in the middle of your chat again, but you have to taste that.
I have to taste this. Is this some of that keto stuff? Okay. Wife just brought me food. Oh.
It's freaking
This
good.
is good. What is that?
It's that bacon cheddar biscuits, but they're keto and they're delicious.
Y'all want to smell it? This is delicious. How many did you make? This is flipping good. This can't be diet food.
Oh my gosh, these are freaking good.
They're delicious, and we're getting to eat bread. It's a win-win. Do I want to know what's in here? Or just eat it?
They're not bad.
Hello, Oklahoma. I just have to bear with me. This, seriously, this is like one of the best things I've ever eaten. I do not have a clue what it is. It's a, what'd you say? Bacon cheddar biscuit? Oh, the biscuit was opened up. That's good, honey. Thank you. Oh, did anybody ever take a guess on the machete? Let me see. Or the saw blade? Ooh, somebody Googled it. That's cheating. Anywhere from $96 to $125 for one saw blade. You can get them Harbor Freight version, but they're crazy expensive. Oh yeah, right at it. I mean that's. I'm sorry guys, I was eating a biscuit.
Do you have L. Stewart's email?
No, I do not.
If they'll email you, I can give them the recipe.
If y'all will email me, go to my channel on the About Me. My email's there. And she can get you the recipe. Whoever's asking.
L. Stewart.
L. She can get you the thing. And I'll give y'all, it's, because if you're on a phone, and some of you guys, y'all are going to notice that your chat doesn't pop out right away because I have it, I don't know how I did it, but I got it set on slow motion or something. This is my email. Nobody be, oh, this is going to show up on anybody that watches, huh? No, y'all go to my About Me. No, this is cool. I got more than one. And that works for getting info on buying t-shirts and stuff too for Leland's brain thing. Which he's probably giving everybody a catch up in the deal. Hey Brad, or Bob.
They just upped his meds again this past week.
They upped his meds again, and yeah.
Still just waiting.
Still just waiting, which isn't causing any gray to come out in my beard at all. That's sarcasm.
How far are you from Harper? I don't even know where Harper is.
Hey, I want to claim that one that you made for me, that shirt design, man. I just want to add my name to it, and that'd be my channel shirt. Because that's flipping awesome, son.
Ask Backwoods, where is Harper?
Harper, isn't that East Texas? Who's he asking that to?
Oh, he said, basically, you're not sharing. That's not what he said. And I said, I have extras. Just come on over.
Oh.
Near Fredericksburg.
I'm going to have to Google that one.
Fredericksburg, Indiana. It's southeast of here, I believe.
Yeah, that's going to be southeast of here. What? maybe Fredericksburg's like, I don't want to get this wrong, but I think it's like right at 3.5 hours. Oh, I'll go reading the chat again, looking, not doing anything worthwhile for y'all. I'm going to switch this back over. I'm going to cover the chat up. Coffee's going to, like, monitor the chat, and if there's something I need to respond to, I'll respond to it. Anyway, now I'm going to look around and see if I can get my hands on some more of those blades or whatever, and I may very well do it. I have broken a lot of them trying to get the knives and the machetes to work. They're really tricky because they are a hacksaw blade. They're tool steel. Getting them, you don't try to make them harder, and then you can't like anneal them and then requench them and stuff. You have to do the whole thing without getting them hot, and then you have to bake them for them to turn out right, which is okay because the bacon actually makes some really cool colors. So
Steph said you should definitely sell those. They're very nice.
thank y'all. I'm ecstatic that she loves it, man. I'm really glad. I'm glad you like the slippers too. They are cute. Now, okay, yeah, we took the one out of the box and we played with it a little bit before we sent it to you. Because it's cool, the little flying wing things. We're actually worried that we were going to start a fight between the girls, but it's all good. So that's all on Coffee.
She was already chopping up things outside.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, it should hold an edge for a really long time. That little knife, I actually finished it first before I finished the machete. That knife is the opposite end to the machete. That's all one saw blade. Y'all actually have all but a few ounces of the whole saw blade.
She was acting like a ninja.
Acting like a ninja. That's cool. That's real cool. Yeah, the one I made and sent to Mail Dog was the full blade or whatever. It's a big old honking thing. Until you've tried to drill a hole, I now know how to do it, but until you tried to drill a hole in an 1/8" thick hacksaw blade, you have not tried to do anything. It's just not easy. Because the second it changes color, it becomes harder than anything. It becomes harder than the carbide you're trying to use. And see, that's what I figured. I figured if Staff Sergeant was being generous, he could go ahead and doctor the handle for her and everything. I left it ready, set, go on, whatever they want to do. If they want to put some artwork on it or whatever. I've made a few sheaths and stuff. My leather skills are not up to Staff Sergeant's.
How did you come up with the idea for the shape of the knife?
The shape of the little one? I looked down at it and I picked up a piece of chalk and I drew on it.
Slappy's leaving.
See you later, Slappy. And thanks for stopping by. Then when I made the one little line on it, I was like, that is going to look cool. And I cut it out. That's another thing.
Except for she was outside wearing those funny unicorn slippers and chopping up things.
Oh, that's funny. That would be a video right there.
Somebody said, oh, Digger said, you should have got a video VA. That would have been hysterical.
Mm-hmm. If I could have found some of them slippers in my size, I would have got them. I mean, there ain't nothing walking around with a unicorn or a Pegasus, unicorn Pegasus, softening every step you take. I mean, it's like having a mythical creature baby your feet while you walk around on plush carpet. Doesn't get no better than that.
Backwoods. That is made out of a 158 Carpenter steel, like the bolts in the AR, right, Wes?
IDK, all I can tell you is that it will, we used to use those things to cut through, we'd put 19.5 inches worth of solid stock in the hacksaw and turn it on, and 2 hours later it would be cut. And you could do that for days before you even had to check to see if the saw was getting dull.
Ellie couldn't stop laughing at
That is so cool.
Still
See?
Survival said to stop them to leave a light.
Cool. Is Elle having to leave? I just saw it at night, Elle.
Yeah, alright, y'all gotta run.
Alright, good night, Elle. Be safe. And I'll look around if, I'll try to figure out, put a pricey, because it takes a long time to make one of those things. And I'm not trying to pad my pocketbook or nothing, but it literally, Sippy does not need to know how many hours went into that machete. Because, I mean, you can make them pretty quick, but then you're risking chopping something and having the handle come on, you know, the blade stick in the tree and you're holding the handle. Done that more than once. Man, I'm getting tired. If you don't mind, I don't want to make. One of these days, I'm gonna get her to let me put her on here, just because she's like the best wife ever. She's really good people, but she's like the best wife ever. And I've had a few of them, so I have experience. I know what a good wife is. Heads up for everybody that's here. Leland and Courtney's wedding is next weekend, unless I'm mistaken. And they're going to get me their vows this weekend, or this week. And we're going to do a run through, we're going to practice. And y'all are all invited. Because I think we're going to try to live stream it. That was the plan. We'll see if it still goes. They're still the same kids I've known all their lives, and just because they're talking to their mom, they think I know what's going on. So there's the loop, and then there's me. And I'm super excited. I'm a licensed preacher. This will be my first wedding to perform. And it's my son. It's just...
Steve Buckle is leaving.
Who's leaving?
Steve Buckle.
Oh, hey, Steve. Dude, I love that comment about the thing. on my, about it being like my live streams. But then you said that, I'm like, that is exactly honest. But love you, brother. Have a good night. What? Hold on. Sergeant Smith has something about a wrench. Dude, you got a wrench like forever ago. Quit kissing your rifle and pay attention. The wrench does yield magical powers. Hey, Bubble Wrap. They won't even let me get close to the envelope because they know I'll blow it. Leave you alone, y'all. Did they take your gun away? Oh. The only thing I'm sweating is where we're having the thing. I don't know how good a internet we're going to have out there, so. And that's why we're doing the. I'm trying to do all my uploads and videos and stuff off of the PC so I can save my bandwidth for the chingadera.
Trying to survive didn't get a wrench and he's offended apparently.
Sorry, tried, and Sergeant Smith, no. Then nobody could chat. And yeah, that didn't work out too good. We don't want to grass fire out yonder. Hold on, try, and I'll be nice. I'll give you some powers, but do not abuse them. With great power comes great responsibility. There you go. Now stop. Stop being sad. We don't need sadness up in here. This is a happy place. Good job, Lily. Oh man, I don't know why anybody goes back and watches my live stream. I guess they just do it to laugh at me or something.
David, what is wrong with the entire wedding party being on a 53-foot flatbed exchanging vows? Who wanted to do a trucker wedding?
There you go. Well, other than rolling down the highway, that'd be a little scary. We're doing a hillbilly wedding. We're going out onto a ranch and shooting at stuff. And
no, I don't think he's gonna shoot.
These don't go shoot, man. Oh, I had my gun all polished up and everything.
He did. He burnt 12 acres. He don't need to shoot nothing else.
What? It's no fun. We had a water hose. Or a bucket of water. That's the funny part. We had a bucket of water. I love you, son.
You should do a fire safety video, LMVO.
Yeah. I think I should do one of those. This is grass. It's very combustible. A lot of people aren't aware that if you put enough heat against this grass, it will burst into something known as flames. And these flames can spread rapidly. They can consume anything else that's combustible. Wood, framing materials such as lumber, perhaps shingles, livestock. Fire is bad. What?
Texas Prepper's out.
See you later, Texas. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it was CRP grass. It needed to be burned off anyway. If the tannerite had a blowed up like it was supposed to, we'd have just had a hole where the tree was, not a flaming stump. That's funny. Actually, that is funny. I'll just say it. Who always still got in here? Is
Oh crap! We are losing an hour of sleep. Thanks, Chris, for reminding me.
Oh wow, seriously, we lose an hour tonight?
Yeah.
Ah man, I hate daylight savings or whatever.
Christopher's leaving.
All right, Christopher. Thanks for stopping by, guy. I don't even know. Wow.
Chipper said he left. Backwoods is still here, but Chipper said he left.
Not me, I left. Okay. Okay.
Chris still here.
Chris is still here. Well, it was another Christopher. Chris. It was Christopher Warnick. Warnicky. Good night, Sid. Sid's dad. See, I was reading a while ago, and I know that the Sid's dad is pronounced Sid. See, I pay attention to things.
Guess with that much tannerite, the barn wouldn't have made it.
Yeah, the barn would not have made it. This keto thing we're on, which I like that one guy's idea of the keto diet. That was actually pretty smart. Mm-hmm. You know, if you cover the right letters on Keystone beer, it says keto. Just saying. If you cover the right letters, it removes the carbohydrates. No, just still not going there. Yeah, 3 pounds of tannerite.
Probably defective too.
We could mix it in small portions and see how big a hole we could blow in the ground. Yeah, some friends of mine did a tannerite video of them blowing up a couch on Facebook. The only problem is they forgot that their dad, who owns the property, was friends with them on Facebook. And the first comment was, get out there and clean that up. Took them 2 days to get all the fluffy white stuff picked up and put in trash bags and hauled away from the man's retreat. Hey Brian, thanks for stopping by, buddy. Have a good night. All right, good night, staff. Don't let CP cut it. Oh, that's what I was telling you. We're going to tell you those blades will stay sharp forever. They're you shouldn't have to hone them much at all. They're going to keep an edge. But love you, BA. Sippy, night, y'all. What happened to Courtney now?
Oh no, she was saying Lewin called when she was almost home because he was afraid she was going to take that road home. So he called and knocked himself out.
Oh. We were supposed to tell her, hey honey, I finally cleaned up the property. And just let it go at that. Take the win. Didn't I teach you anything, son?
yourself, brother. That's treason. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. But you, when she called, you could have been like, well, something bad must have happened. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's the way you do that, isn't it?
Tell Leland that's their job.
When did I see? You should let the newspaper knock him out. I'll knock you out, buddy. See, you could have gone out there and cooked us some hot dogs, Courtney.
Chipper. At Sergeant Smith. That's why Leland has no range. He's not.
He's not ready. He doesn't get a lightsaber yet. He's still working with just a dowel rod.
My gun doesn't start fire shooting knaves.
Oh. See, the thing is, Leland's the kind of guy that would put me in timeout.
Trying to survive is out.
All right, Tryon. Have a good night, buddy. Thanks for accepting the wrench. Oh, man. I was actually going to talk about something. I can't remember what it was, though. Oh, yeah. Remember to fix your clocks, blah, blah, blah. The trees are budding all over the place. I didn't get a chance to look at the mesquites, but it's coming up on time to plant your gardens, people. Don't wait too late.
Finger Lakes Prepper is out.
All right, Finger Lakes, I didn't know you snuck in here, brother. Thanks for stopping by. I'm completely missed you. I had the chat covered up for a long time, bro.
David Ginther. I like tossing 12-gauge blanks at old paint cans into bonfires when no one's watching.
That would be funny, but don't do that, David. That's not cool. And see, that's they're just ready to till and plant out there now. I don't know what the problem is. All they need is a little Ford tractor and a disc, and they're set. Hey, come think of it, y'all got a water well out there, Leland, Tiffany, or dadgummit, I'm gonna get kicked out of the wedding now. Courtney, do y'all have a water well and stuff out there? I mean, that'd be a big old garden. You got to worry about goats eating everything out there.
Took my nugget.
I said sorry already, Bubble. Just okay. It's like 8 years. 8 years of saying the other name. Okay. 8 years.
Sergeant Smith, let's put Tannerite in a coyote trap and trap the coyote that took my nugget.
That has occurred to me. I seriously thought about putting the rat trap, doing the whole blanking the black powder over the top of the tube of Tannerite, the whole 9 yards. I just said that out loud on here. I'd never thought about doing that. It will not work. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I bought some new nuggets, but they turned into ducks.
Made the mistake of throwing half a can of starter fluid in one time. Flames went 8 feet, half for 3 seconds.
Oh, Well, yeah, don't do that. Yeah, I got 6 of them, 6 nuggets and they're kind of calm or whatever. But I've got a chicken over here. I've got to get these 2 chickens separated and split their eggs between the 2 of them. And anyway, we had an issue. We lost 1 clutch of eggs. And now there's 2 hens sitting on the same clutch, and the baby chicks are gonna be confused, and we can't have that. Yeah, but I've tried the salad diet and everything, and this keto thing is I'm disappearing slowly. Uh, the first 2 weeks I lost 14 pounds, and this past week, and I had to cheat twice. I've lost, 2 more pounds. Eating more better food than I ever ate before. And some of this food that we're eating is delicious. It's crazy how good it is. You just have to be creative. You just can't swing by McDonald's and grab your lunch. You actually have to do the work yourself. Well, Bubble Wrap, you keep eating them Little Debbie snacks. And I cut myself off.
How are the ducks, and how long before you know how many you're going to eat?
The ducks are doing fine, and it'll be, 4.5, 5 months before they put a feather on. It'll be about 5 months. About 5 more months before we find out anything.
Chipper said I averaged half a pound a day doing keto. Blood pressure went to normal and cholesterol went low.
Yep. When you start reading what they're putting in Twinkies and
Ding
dongs and Little Debbie snack cakes and all the stuff you hand to your kid to shut them up when they're little, and you get them addicted to by the time they're 20, whatever. You're like, I've been poisoning my children their entire life. Well, you, Sergeant Smith, you require a whole lot more calories than I do. I don't require the extra calories I get with carbohydrates. And uh, my shed was getting way too big. When you have trouble breathing when you're trying to tie your shoes, your guts got too big. The thing I like is that spaghetti squash or whatever. Once we learned how to cook it, I actually prefer it to regular spaghetti. I know there's going to be people out there that are going to be like, oh, blasphemy. It's good.
Or the bacon wrap asparagus.
Bacon wrap asparagus. That was the bomb. That was delicious. Courtney, don't talk about stuff like, I'm trying to be nice. It doesn't matter if you lose or gain or shrink or whatever. This is me. To people I love, I make mean jokes. And I've talked myself up. There, yeah. But
on a positive note if the shift becomes a bore.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. When you're the other part of it is they always eat the fat ones first, guys. Uh, they they see you dragging your little cart of Twinkies down the road, going, "Ooh, look at all the bacon on that one." First they gonna take your Twinkies and put you in a cage and force feed y'all the Twinkies, and then they gonna break out the salt, and that's gonna be it. They gonna be sizzling. Now, if you're lucky, they kill you first. Elsewise, they'll do that thing like they did on The Walking Dead. They got you tied to a stop sign, sitting there grilling your leg right in front of you on a chain link fence or whatever that was. Yeah, fat is good. Carbs and sugar are what you got to get rid of.
And then the food that has the petroleum products.
Yeah, and the petroleum products are, yeah, the number one preservative that they put in like the Twinkies and Little Debbie snack cakes and cereal, your soft granola bars, is jet fuel additive. It's actually a fuel stabilizer.
Backwoods said, Wes, check your email when you get off of here.
Alright, I will do that. You live eating Vaseline.
But mashed potatoes and rice are both bad.
That's the downside to it, David, is that's one of the biggest things you got to watch out for is the rice and the potatoes.
The potatoes are starch, they turn straight to sugar.
If you're very active, and that's the kicker for me, that's why I started gaining the weight. If you're really active, the starches and stuff you get from the starches and carbohydrates you get from the rice and the potatoes aren't necessarily a bad thing, but yeah, unless you're doing something to burn that sugar up, it converts into fat on your body. Yes, Sergeant Smith, you're absolutely correct. Yes, the Twinkie can be used as a fire starter. You know what? I'm going to do that now. I'm going to see just exactly how hot one of those, was it Ding Dong, the ones with the chocolate things with the, or no, I'll get a Zinger. I'll get a regular Zinger and see if it bursts into flames when I stick a match to it.
I said Twinkie candles sound cool. Such a percent in the house would smell delightful.
Yeah. Why do I have a strange urge to eat a Twinkie? Ooh, Rob Painless taught me why I couldn't make a spark. I was doing the whole flint and steel thing wrong. I can make sparks with steel. I started to start doing that. I'm not going to do that. But he showed me what I was doing wrong. It's stupid simple.
Said you might laugh, but Fritos make a good fire starter. They light right up.
That's how I want to find it. But now I got to go buy a daggum Twinkie or something.
And Cheetos and Fritos burn apparently.
The wafer thin. What are the Lay's? Is it Lay's? Which ones is it? You can't eat just one Lay's. Those things burst into flames. They're like Vaseline and cotton balls almost.
Digger, this is how good ideas start, by someone cracking a joke.
I'm telling you, there you go. You think you have some old Twinkies? Yeah. You know, if this works, people are going to be putting Twinkies in their bug out bags. They're going to be like, and I have this fire starter. It's called a Twinkie. Just put it under your bundle. If you can get one spark to land on it, it'll burst into flames like gasoline. Burn for hours. That's going to be funny. I really want to get off here now and go get a Twinkie. Expired Twinkie. You got to use the expired bacon too. Okay, there you go. Save them. We will do a fire test. And trust me, them Twinkies are still just fine because they ain't nothing but jet fuel. Jet fuel and sugar, and neither one of those rot.
That's what I should have bought when I was at school. I didn't have much left.
What's that?
Bacon.
Oh, yeah.
I eat a lot of it, so.
Jet fuel makes you feel happy. Okie dokie then. Oh. Alright guys, we're coming up on an hour. If anybody's got any important questions about life, theology, spirituality, or prepping in general, now is the time to put it in the comment section. We're going to have that talk between now and next weekend, girl. Just get ready for it. One of these days, you going to supper with your, or you're coming over to supper with your future daddy-in-law.
Can you bury? Why do you want to bury food?
Can you bury food preps in 5-gallon buckets? Okay. Dependent on the bucket. The food grade buckets that you get from XYZ Incorporated are not going to have a gasket in them. So moisture seepage from the soil is possible. If I intended on burying food, I would do so in PVC pipe.
Nitro pellets for dessert. That's horrible.
You can get 6-inch PVC pipe or something, depending on how much money you want to. I mean, the pipe is more expensive, the pipe and the fittings, but once you glue those caps on there, which actually you can do the one end, you can put a threaded plug in it and put Teflon, I think it's the blue one. There's one that's made for PVC. You put that on there and you swivel it down and it's watertight, airtight, the whole 9 yards. Then you can bury it. I personally would not suggest burying food in 5-gallon plastic buckets. Now if you dug a large hole and built a cache in it that could be sealed, that might be okay. But I personally, I'm not going to bury food in 5-gallon buckets, no.
Mr. Ellis still put in a Mylar bag in the PVC?
Yes. Mylar bag, or at least in a vacuum bag.
Or a 55-gallon pickle barrel?
Well, that's up to you. And if it's a metal barrel, how long is it going to be buried?
David's out.
Later, David. Have a good one. Stay safe. Yeah, I know I am. But all right. Good night, Courtney.
Who the hell has 50
Love you, girl.
gallons of pickles?
Well, if
I wished I did.
we had a way to load them and get them home and back in the house, we would. But pickle barrels are plastic now, and that's fine. I've actually considered. I've got some of the 32 or 33 or 30 or whatever gallon barrels that, man, I was like, man, you could fill those up and dope up the threads, screw them up tight, and just roll them into a big hole. You know, you better hope you can get it dug out before you starve to death. Because that plastic, I mean, nothing's gonna, you know, the only thing is like if a rodent, for whatever reason, randomly decided to chew through the plastic. But there's no such thing as a foolproof catch tube, if you will. The PVC, I've never known a rat to chew through PVC pipe. Somebody else may have. I have never seen it done. I've seen them chew through barrels. I've seen them chew through buckets. I've seen them chew through copper.
I no longer like Sergeant Smith.
What do you say?
Pickles are the devil's cucumbers.
Uh-oh. Sergeant Smith, you're treading on mighty dangerous territory.
I've never seen a rat eat a rat shot.
No. You ever tried to eat a rat after you've shot it with a rat shot? I mean, there's like all these little bitty tiny pieces of lead in it. It's disgusting. On how to make a PVC catch tube, Rob Paynes has a good video on that. Y'all should go check him out. It's not me. It's coffee you got to worry about, Mr. Smith. That's if she would quite literally exist off pickles if it was legal. This diet's killing her more than me because her favorite food was flour tortillas and pickles with mustard.
Mr. Ellis said thanks for the info, Wes. Was just trying to figure a way to store food as part of the cat.
You're welcome, sir. But and I don't. There's people that say burying the buckets is fine, but I've seen rats chew through them, and rats dig in the ground. Ground squirrels dig in the ground. I just don't know how good an idea it would be.
Digger said he'll be right back. There was a loud noise, so he's gone.
All right, Digger. Be careful.
Sportsman's Guide.
Yep. Wow.
Back, nothing serious.
Okay, Digger. That sucks, Chipper. And we got a problem with pack rats. Pack rats get into every vehicle out here.
Sandy, last year they got in her air conditioning system.
Oh, really? And squirrels. People are like, look at the squirrels. They're eating and they're living and they're having fun and they're getting in your attic and they're chewing up everything in there.
Did you know once you pick a cherry, it will never ripen?
Ah, who said that?
Sergeant Smith. Who cares? They belong in the trash.
Yes, Sergeant Smith, we knew that. Again. I'm not going to buy concentrated predator urine and put it, because then I have to smell it. Pack rats. Get a decent cat. Is that barking outside?
Yeah. That was funny. They go in the trash. Well, they do. They're nasty. I don't see how anybody, including my husband, sit around eating cherries. Blech. Especially chocolate covered. That's just nasty.
I called them down on the pickles. Now you back off the chocolate covered cherries. Chocolate covered cherries are a gift from God to man. The Your cat, Leland, eats lizards. Your cat looks at the rat and goes, wow, you're kind of fluffy.
No,
Nah, she kills sometimes. I'm going to still see more. That's a rat killing cat. I think Rob might get mad. But I ought to steal that cat. That's a rat killing this tomcat I've ever seen in my life. Cats are kind of stupid. They deliberately lick themselves and swallow just enough hair where they have to cough it up and hack it out on the floor. That's just nasty. And I don't we got something that's getting back into the smaller chickens though, so.
Cats are great with paired with lo mein at Sergeant with Alfredo sauce.
Alfredo sauce.
Very lean protein.
Was that the Book of Eli? I've got some cat oil.
Korean. I don't know. The strays disappear around Chinese food here.
They're just taking them to the shelter, baby.
Kind of like that Mexican food restaurant in the Goat.
Yeah. I really would like to try their. And of course, he shot the ugliest cat on the planet, one of them hairless things.
Backwoods is out.
Yeah, get out backwoods. I'm gonna get out of here too. That's an hour. That's enough for me. I've been going at this a while. I got to check on Rob, see if he's still at work. Feel bad about coming home now. And apparently, I lost one of his power tools. So,
Mr. Ellis is he may just be saying goodnight.
good night, everybody. Thank y'all for stopping by. I appreciate all y'all hanging out with me and letting me ramble at y'all. As always, give my channel a look-see. Give me a subscribe. I got lots of old hillbilly redneck videos going way back there, apparently. Anyway, love y'all. Be blessed. Stay alive. Don't die.